He developed an app-based platform for home chefs to connect with the market.
I at that point of time, I invested in something called a food brand incubator. I was introduced to blast freezing. Outside India, there are many food products that can just be microwaved, and so we got into that. We froze food. Different food has different parameters for blast freezing, and we tried to sell them. That was also a huge market. Some of our products even got exported to Canada, UAE, and places like this. It's still a very nascent market. We don't have those sort of products in our country yet. But it was also a very rewarding venture. My entrepreneurial stints have also given me insights about financial management, adaptability, resilience, networking, product development, so on and so forth. My personal view is that this feedback system also needs a feedback system.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. My name is Tanay All, and I'm an anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry veterans to come together to share their knowledge, ideas, thoughts, and best practices with one another, as well as with upcoming industry leaders. We have one such industry leader on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Mr. Pushkar Deshpande. We welcome you on the show, sir.
Good morning, Tanay, and thank you very much. It's lovely to be here with you.
He is an esteemed leader in shipboard management and a visionary entrepreneur with a discerning eye for lucrative prospects. He developed an app-based platform for home chefs to connect with the market with flexible ordering parameters. In 2007, he also developed, designed, and built a zero-emission food van to serve as a point of sale for his cloud kitchen. He has also participated in the promotion of high-end audio-video experiences, and towards this goal, he has authored and conducted an online webinar titled Introduction to Audiophile Sound. You have considerable experience in entrepreneurship. We can all see that. Could you let our viewers know more in detail about each leg of your entrepreneurial journey?
Definitely, Tanay. So when I embarked upon my entrepreneurial journey, my need was to create a niche space in whatever products that I wanted to put in the market. So we are talking about products that did already exist, but they were out of easy reach for many in our local market, whether it be high quality gadgets, whether it was specialty food, it was frozen ready to eat food, customizable affordable fashion, or audiophile gear. I was always trying to create a market that would drive consumption of niche valuable products, not only due to the small scale that we started in, but also recognizing that our products were never meant for the masses. It was always appealing to discerning clientele. So in 2015, the market in India was such that we were flooded with low quality, cheap products as a result of mass dumping in our country. So I recognize this as an opportunity to create a platform that would make it possible for every person who wanted high quality, high performance products, even if it meant paying a little more, but that would give cutting edge technology in areas like adventure, photography, fitness, hobbies, and such like that. So all our products were basically manufactured in US or EU, and we were targeting that customer who said that I am ready to pay a little more, but give me the best that you can get. It has to be good looking, it has to have performance and stuff like that. So around the same time, I also developed a concept, mobile application-based platform that would make it possible for every wanting home chef to be able to monetize his cooking skills, and also adhering to the flexibility of his availability, his portion sizes, his cost calculations. Um, Tanay, I should tell you this was a groundbreaking idea, because just imagine every home chef, everybody who thought he could bake a beautiful cake or he could make a lovely salad, could had the potential to monetize this, get some money out of it, and most important, get some appreciation for it. So just imagine in a country like us where patriarchy and other compulsions, we are not getting into that, has made so many people uh, get stuck to being in the house cooking all day. This platform was something that could encourage them to get some money out of their skills, some appreciation. While getting into the food industry, we realized that food is a product that has excellent marketable attributes. So I at that point of time I invested in something called a food brand incubator. So this food brand incubator concept was that we had a industrial kitchen setup, and we were giving services to every wanting food brand startup, like providing the kitchen, providing them the marketing, providing them licenses, providing them and advice, suggestion, counseling, and such like that. Several food brands took advantage of this incubator and developed themselves. Some of them were successful, some of them were not successful. One of the really remarkable food brands was dealing in specialty Maharashtrian cuisine. And again, I will bring your attention to niche products. So this small clan of people who had some specialty cuisine were able to utilize our services to approach the market to monetize them. I must say that these guys really became profitable and popular. When we started the food incubator, we also realized that we needed our own point of sale. So at this point, I designed and constructed my own zero emission food van back in 2015. That would actually, be mobile enough to go to various places, at various times of the day, hence have a changing market for food.
Lovely.
Right.
Yes.
So we tried to complement both the businesses together.
Okay.
And get our own market. Apart from the food aggregators, we wanted our own point of sale, which is more economical than having a restaurant. And I would say that was a very popular and rewarding venture. After this, I'm not wanting to, I'm a technical person, so not wanting to leave out technology from food industry, I was introduced to blast freezing. Outside India, there are many food products that can just be microwaved, and so we got into that. We froze food. Different food has different parameters for blast freezing, and we tried to sell them. That was also a huge market. Some of our products even got exported to Canada, UAE, and places like this. It's still a very nascent market. We don't have those sort of products in our country yet. But it was also a very rewarding venture. Then got into a concept of drop shipping. Drop shipping means that there is no warehousing costs, so we are eliminating those costs from the product. So we introduced customizable fashion where you could design your own, for example, t-shirt. It could be handkerchiefs, it could be shirts, it could be whatever. And a software integrated the design, the manufacture, the invoicing, the shipping, the returns. A software would control all of these things. So basically, you don't need to stock up your materials. An order comes, it goes to it goes to the designer, it goes to the manufacturer. A software will handle all of that. So it was a very universal concept where none of the stakeholders needed to be in one geographical location,
Yeah.
and yet reap all the benefits of the sale. Still melancholic about high-end gadget space. I felt it was important to educate and introduce more people to good quality audio sound, because at this time it was the COVID times. So people, listening to music, watching movies, these were the trends of the day. So to create a market for high-end audiophile products, I created my own online webinars titled Introduction to Audiophile Sound, wherein clients were given case-based comparison of sounds coming from their own audio gear as compared to better quality high-end ones. I used to conduct it myself. It was quite a bit of a success at that point of time, and it should have been continued. I cannot say that I have yet achieved what I initially embarked upon to achieve, but the learnings have been immense, and the future definitely remains bright. I'm confident I will get there if there is enough opportunity in the future.
A huge deal. I mean, what you've achieved is truly insane, and the variety in which you worked, I mean, it's commendable, sir. And that gets me to the next question, that when you work across such different facets, there are a number of learnings you have after each attempt, right? You learn something different from everywhere. So, can you please share some of those and how did you implement them constructively?
So there have been several learnings and valuable lessons, and honestly, the learning still continues. I cannot say
Mm.
that I've suddenly transformed into a guru or something like that. But the important part here is all these experiences and all these learnings have led to solid clarity in my mind about the vision that I have, what needs to be worked hard upon, and at the same time, what needs to be let go.
Mm.
I will share some three important ones, and this will illustrate what I exactly mean. To begin, every entrepreneur, including me, tries to develop a unique idea or a never heard before concept.
Correct.
Something groundbreaking, something, something that will disrupt the world
Yeah.
that way. And in this direction, we are wasting a lot of time. So my experience over these years is this is truly unnecessary. Uh, if you do have a groundbreaking concept, and if you do have something that will disrupt current market trends, by all means, go ahead with it. But if you don't, it can be equally rewarding to take an existing idea and better it. So you already have competitors in the market. You take
Correct.
their ideas. There's no problem if you take their ideas and you better it. You
Yeah.
you put in your best to solve some problems that they are not able to solve. I think that is a better approach. The next important lesson is identifying the product. So when you are getting into business and you decide you want to get into, Tanay, India right now is on a growth trajectory. So uh, I mean, it's so rewarding to get into business now, and there's such high probability that you can succeed. But for that, you need to identify the correct product. The product needs to have the right attributes. What is the demand? How often will the demand get renewed?
Hmm.
What cost does it take to produce that product? What is the price point you will pay, you will poise it at? Uh, these are the parameters that need to be considered. So the best example for me is food. It is a renewable product demand, which means that you eat today doesn't mean that you will not eat tomorrow.
Correct.
If you spend X amount of money on food today, doesn't mean that you will, not spend anything at all on food tomorrow. No, every day there is a renewed demand. So food is a very good example of a renewable demand product. So spending time on product attributes is very important. Another lesson to forbear is developing strong systems. In our country, we see so many hawkers. Like for example, a vada pav guy or I'm not without sounding without sounding vindictive to them. Uh, they are also doing a business. What will make it difference if you do the same business? That is the important question. So developing strong systems in any business or venture is very important. Uh, I dare say that I am a process-based manager, which means that I'm good at implementing systems that are universal in nature and beneficial to the process. So I'm a number crunching manager where I'm neither a chef, nor a server, nor a marketer.
Hmm.
I'm just a manager who analyzes using data. I'm putting systems in place to give me data. I'm studying the data and I'm tweaking the processes to further improve the product chain. Therefore, I firmly believe the systems is what define a business, and it will
Hmm.
ultimately be the difference between good and exceptional, ordinary and groundbreaking. So these are the lessons that I wanted to talk to you about. I think these are the most important ones that I've had over these years.
So, along with your entrepreneurial journey, we wanted to know how have you managed your role as chief engineer at Northern Marine Management, amongst all the other ventures you have. How have you been able to do that?
Uh, so as a chief engineer I work on a ship and I'm in charge of all technical aspects of the vessel.
Hmm.
So everything that is technical on a vessel is my responsibility. I have to I have to be responsible for that. I have to be answerable to that. However, the unique nature of my job is when I am off the ship, I'm
Hmm.
completely disconnected from the work. So this gives me an opportunity to experiment, the freedom to learn more new things, try new things, invest in some ventures, do some course, try to experiment. So uh, being a chief engineer, in fact, has been the primary reason I have been adventurous enough to get into this. A 9 to 5 guy working from home may probably not be able to justify that much time in a
Yeah.
business venture. Having said that, I am in a very competitive profession. So much to say. Uh, we see the real application of technology. So we are very close to the actual application of all the technological process improvement that is happening in the world. The stakes in shipping are huge.
Yeah.
Okay, the exposure is immense. Exposure meaning the risks for insurance and stuff like that. It's immense. The costs are exorbitant. We are not talking about $1,000 or 100,000. We're talking about millions, and the legal ramifications also can be very complicated because multiple countries are in the picture and stuff like that. So, uh, all despite all of this, the mitigating factors for all these concerns are very precise and well defined. In short, I work in a macro industry managed by micro measures. Okay, by it. So I have gained some real world hands-on management skills that have in fact helped me with all my ventures, be it troubleshooting, risk analysis, personnel management. All of this has come right away from my own profession. So my primary profession has taught all these things to me, that has in fact greatly impacted my confidence and risk appetite when it comes to business. My current organization, Northern Marine Management, I have been with them for 10 years now. They are a UK-based company, and I cannot mince words in saying that they have taught me a systems-based management system where every metric can be retraced, reanalyzed, uh, and such. So again, coming back to the same thing, being a chief engineer with Northern Marine has in fact impacted very strongly in my confidence to venture in business or entrepreneurship.
So how and when did you develop an interest in ESG and corporate governance?
So this is in fact a continuation of what I said. So uh, understand this. When we talk about global trade, it is basically resting on the shoulders of the shipping industry. When we say trade, it usually means ships. So the global increase in trade also means that there is a substantial increase in the consumption of fossil fuels. This is the reason that our industry is at the forefront of innovation in regards of mitigation of pollution, of water, of air, and such. So it is also an industry that is most regulated in these aspects. So it's very well regulated even in other aspects, but as far as pollution is concerned, it is even more regulated than any other industry. So a lot of international laws govern a ship's operation in order to make it more efficient, non-polluting, and answerable. In case of pollution incidents, they also have to be answerable. So due to this, I have been responsible for the implementation of a lot of systems that are environmentally safeguarding technology. So I am responsible for the record keeping, the maintenance, mandatory environmental solutions are being handled by me. So this has inculcated in me an environmentally responsible mindset. Uh, so I have the crucial knowledge of implementing environmental safeguarding technology also. Yeah, and I also have a responsible mindset. I understand why this is necessary, for example. So since sustainability and environmentally conscious approach are the most weighted part of ESG today, I'm not only interested in being part of an ESG framework, but I'm also hopeful of being able to contribute significantly in its innovation, implementation, etc. And since all my ambitions and goals effectively point towards better leadership and efficient management of entities, I have chosen corporate governance as a subject I want to study further and implement the learnings in whichever venture I carry out in the future, or whichever organization that chooses to have me on board. The principles of corporate governance, I would say, kind of align with my vision of contributing to an entity to drive its profitability and efficiency, for example.
So as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring to the table?
So, at the risk of sounding pompous, Tanay, I can say I've had many years of experience in dealing with very varied challenges. My professional strengths lie in risk analysis, risk management, high value asset management, out of the box troubleshooting, team leadership, regulatory compliances, and so on and so forth. My entrepreneurial stints have also given me insights about financial management, adaptability, resilience, networking, product development, so on and so forth. So, to put it mildly, I have also had substantial exposure to mixed nationality personnel, giving me an edge in working in multinational environments, etc. So all of this, coupled with the valuable knowledge that the ID program from Directors Institute is giving me, I can confidently say that I can be an effective director, whether executive or non-executive. I can work across any location. I can work in any industry. My knowledge and skills are not industry specific, and I'm happy to plunge in any challenge I am offered. As a director on board, I can effectively also manage areas like operations, logistics, technical safety, compliance, innovation, sustainability, laying out vision, overall strategy. These are the same in every industry, and every startup around the world needs effective leadership in these aspects. So you can say I'm an all-in-one engineer, manager. So I'm confident enough to provide them leadership in all these aspects if given a chance to serve on their boards.
So you have seen a number of technologies come in and grow over the past few or many years, right? So do you have visions for all these new technologies which are like AOT, AI, ML, blockchain, cloud, digital twin, big data, Web 3.0? Where do you see us going, sir?
So AI, IoT, cloud, blockchain. These are technologies that one cannot ignore at all. And whether
Hmm.
you are in the corporate world or not, they are impacting our daily lives immensely. So there is no way we can ignore these. Traditional industry, like heavy industries, manufacturing, they may find it a little sluggish for these technologies to percolate in their process, in their product process. But new age industry like software, customer support, they are very quick in adapting these technologies. So now I think the environment is use a human being only when it is necessary. Let
Yeah.
technology do the rest of the stuff. Uh, I mean, there are so many examples. Even if you go read a review on Amazon, AI will tell you the gist of all the reviews. You know, so it's at a very micro level. You cannot ignore these. However, most of these technologies translate basically to how data is handled, how it is stored, how it is analyzed, how to get gains from this data to improve the profitability of the company. So, for example, in a heavy industry, this data is collected by, for example, sensors, transducers, etc. And this is giving them feedback about the process. But in a software kind of an industry, this data relies upon a feedback system, and this feedback system has to be incorporated in every process. So my personal view is that this feedback system also needs a feedback system. It's so much to say. In fact, to make sure that the data that is gathered by the feedback system is relevant, is useful, is because the data is huge. You cannot. So we need to ensure that the data that we are getting
Hmm.
is valuable for. So you cannot expect AI to take this data and improve your system if the data is not valuable enough. Right. So this is where the problem lies. So my vision is that this aspect of these new technologies would need to be worked upon, would need to be further developed. Because
Yeah.
I'll give you a simple example.
Yeah.
If you get a feedback call from a customer support and an IVR comes online, how many
Yeah.
of us actually go and give a honest, relevant feedback? 5 star, 5 stars, we just
Never.
put it in, and so this data is
Yeah.
useless. That company is not making use of this data. In fact, you are being impacted by this bad data also. So my personal vision is that the data acquisition needs to be tuned, and I see this as a challenge in these new technologies.
Good. 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 I'm just processing all of what you said and makes so much sense, right? That data, we're trying to analyze just the data, what we get, but we're not actually thinking about what is the data we're getting.
That is
So
correct.
our analysis won't really have much sense if we can't trust that data, right?
Correct. Correct.
Yeah. So, as you know, we're building a community here of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. What are your thoughts about this initiative taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the whole World Development Corporation?
So joining the ID program with the Directors Institute has been one of my most profound experiences. I took 9 months to come to this decision, and I did my due diligence. But now that I am in the program, I can say that I recognize that there is a whole world of knowledge here that is available to me, and that will help me progress in my career path. And in whatever ventures that I may dwell into in the future. The Directors Institute are making available so many avenues for learning, idea sharing, like for example, the books, the live sessions, the interaction with industry magnates. There's so many avenues, YouTube channels that they've just opened the doors to a whole world of knowledge, and I am zapped by the sheer scale at which this is functioning. So uh, not once have I found any of this cumbersome or monotonous. On the contrary, I think I can't wait to further my knowledge and implement these learnings. So such an enormous outcome wouldn't have been possible without the dedicated efforts of Mr. Pathan, Mr. Mehta, and the entire World Development team. All the interactions that I have with the team members have been always positive. Always there is that itself is so much encouragement to pursue this course, and even more. There are so many more modules, courses available with them. So I think this knowledge is going to be very useful for me to create space in the corporate world. I wholeheartedly thank each one of these guys, including Mr. Pathan, Mr. Mehta, and I truly appreciate all your efforts.
Great, sir. It was a privilege to talk to you. We have such big takeaways, but a couple of them which I'd just like to remind our audience of is the first one is the way you told us about how we can look at different things to start a business, not just an empty space, but also the betterment of an idea, how we can give back, and other things which can help us actually make a business. Because sometimes we only look at the empty space, but there's so much more one can do, and also so much more one can do with their time. Like you said, that when you have that time available today, there are opportunities. India is a growing economy and we can do so much and give back so much. So I think that was lovely, sir. It was great conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will truly inspire future leaders. Thank you so much for joining us today, sir, and wish you the best for future endeavors.
Thank you so much, Tanay. Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
You too.